Weapon H is here, and this is one of the wildest characters that Marvel has ever created. And in Marvel Snap, he hits the board with some real serious impact. Big power, big pressure. So today we're gonna look at what he does and look at 4 full decks that you can use right now, including if you have no Series 4 or Series 5 cards. Weapon H is a 7 cost, 14 power card that reads, when discarded, put this back with -2 cost. So yes, 14 power bodies get heavy pressure the moment he lands. So if you like those big body cards, he's gonna fit perfectly in this world for you. He rewards a lot more planning than you may realize. You've got the reduction in costs in the hand happening progressively. If you set him up properly, man, give him the right cards and just watch what happens. Think about the cards that are gonna take him to the next level. You've got cards like Morbius, who are getting ready to take advantage of that discard in repetition. Lady Siffin's Swordmaster, easy tools to help discard him as quickly as possible. Gambit, we'll talk about Gambit a little bit later on. Dracula's a no-brainer because it's always going to end up back in the hand. Even Hela, even though he ends up back in your hand, trust me when I say I've got a list that's going to surprise you with Hela. Magic if you need a little bit more time, and Sarah if you need to reduce that cost another method to get them on the board faster. So let's take all of that and hop in to the decks. First up here, I've got Weapon D, and this is a pressure list because you have a bunch of cards that you can just discard, but they never actually discard because you're constantly bringing cards back into your hand and just scaling their power to then capitalize with cards like, well, Dracula, as we talked about earlier. There's a lot of simple lines with this, and you're trying to discard as many times as possible, so that way, when it's time to impact heavily, you get the freedom to fight for the lanes that you want because you've got Weapon H down to 1 or even 3 cost, which is fantastic. So this is a great starting point for what we'll call a broader list that many new players might not be able to reach for, but don't worry, I got you all covered also. Before we get into Series 3 though, let's take a look at Hexodia, which is a wild build. It's allowing you to know that you can do the Gambit combo, clear the opponent's board, and if you get it to happen early, you now have another piece on top of it that you can have a 0 cost. Get it all the way down to be a free 14 power card, make it rain on the final turn. So even if you don't draw the Scorn, you are able to run this list and you're going to enjoy that experience of just making it rain absolute chaos. Now this list, this is just pure fun. This is Weapon Helitha. It's playing the Black Knight Hela package with Agatha, but then also because of the way that it's laid out, if things go awry, you have a 14 power option. And if things go really well, you end up with a 314, possibly even lower. This deck loves to see the Black Knight package go off because you could end up with a 414 in your hand, as well as the 514 coming back to your hand, or even lower. So I love the idea of capitalizing on Weapon H's power in that aspect, and I think you probably will too. But if you don't have Black Knight, you don't have any Series 4 or Series 5 cards, there's a fully Series 3 Weapon H deck to play right here. And when I tell you the combination of Wong plus MODOK, when it goes crazy, it goes crazy. You're gonna see clean discard lines. You've got the Collector and Swarm and all of this pressure that comes in a variety of different ways. The Dracula's gonna have massive power guaranteed by the end of it. It just feels incredibly smooth for this deck that anybody can play it. You will not regret it. Hope you enjoyed this. If you enjoy Marvel Snap and want to see more breakdowns, more guides, tournaments, you can find everything over on my channel as well, ItsGuestGaming. So if you like this type of content on this video, hit like, subscribe here, subscribe to my channel, where you can also come see me hang out live as well as on Twitch. Thanks again to Marvel Snap for this, and as always, I'll see you next time.